women will date shitty men, and it's really not hard to be a shitty man. You get lost in your own world, lose a little bit too much of your own seed. It's only natural that you're a bit of a shitty man. I've been there myself. It's a natural consequence of losing too much sexual energy, at least within the Taoist sexual practices. It is almost promised that you are going to become a bit of a shitty man if you leak too much of your sexual energy. And that includes even in the act of sex itself, spilling your seed too frequently, even with a partner, can lead to this type of behavior. So, this type of behavior, especially in our current culture where it's absolutely porn ridden, you've got plenty of guys not just spilling their seeds too much to their sexual partners, but you've got men spilling their seeds just too much in general. Now you've got lots of women dating shitty men. And what happens when women date shitty men? They think men suck. They start to categorize all men as shitty. This is what pattern recognition does. We are pattern recognition machines. And so we've got all these bad men running around, shitty men. And we've got our pattern recognition machines going, holy fuck, there are a lot of men out here that are kind of shitty. And then you know what happens next? They decide all men are this shitty or all men are like XYZ because I've met a couple that are like this and therefore they're all like this. And one area that I found this kind of sad in is I saw a post where it was pretty silly. It was a construction worker, laying on his stomach, kicking his feet, looking all smiley at his phone, and it was captioned, waiting for my wife to send me a have a good shift text so I can start having a good shift. And it was kind of cute, but somebody commented down below, do men really like this? And I just was commenting, kind of rant, and then ends with, I am never doing this type of thing again. Never. Um, and the gist of their post is, look, men don't like this, and I've made that mistake. And you can tell by the way she's saying, never, I'm never doing it again, that there's some form of trauma. And it doesn't have to be intense trauma, but some form of trauma, something within the relationship. She probably had a guy that she used to send texts like this to, and he was a shitty guy, and he responded with some shit that made her never want to text him back again. Or text him to check in on him. He was fucking a dickhead about it. Why are you texting me? I dated a girl who, when she first started making dinner for the two of us, man, I would tell her how much I appreciate it. If I found the food delicious, I'd go on about how good it was, which honestly, in that relationship, I think there was maybe one time she cooked a meal over the course of like a year that wasn't just amazing. And she was the first one to say that she wasn't really happy with the meal that she made that one time over a year into the relationship. So she made pretty good food. She got complimented authentically and frequently. And one of the things she brought to me throughout our relationship is that she had actually just stopped cooking for her other partner because her old partner used to criticize her every time she'd cook. He'd give her shit about how she was cooking. He'd tell her how he would have done it differently. He would always tell her it wasn't that good and criticize it. And so they just ended up eating out a lot. So, ladies, do not refuse to ever do anything for a man again because of the way your current man is treating you. And if you're starting to say shit like, I'm never going to do XYZ again because of the way your man is treating you, you're probably subconsciously already looking for another relationship, but maybe that's better. Maybe it's better at subconscious, not conscious. Maybe you aren't skilled enough to consciously go find a new relationship and find your way out of this relationship without having to lie to your partner, which isn't something you really want to have to do. So, the more subconscious it is, the better. But just so you know, ladies, you're probably on your way out of a relationship, hopefully on your way out of a relationship if you're saying things like, I'm never cooking for him again because he doesn't appreciate it. And just know that the next guy out there, he doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be like that. And if he is, again, there's your red flag. There's your opportunity to run away. There are areas in your life that you should never have to compromise, and feeling like you should never text your man to check in on him, feeling like you should never cook dinner because of the way he treats you. Those aren't areas of compromise. Those are areas where you go, ooh, it's time to run. It's time to find a new partner that can treat and respect me well. And you know what? That doesn't mean that guy won't figure it out. Won't somewhere down the line realize how to treat a woman. He's got opportunity to grow, but it's not with you anymore because he set a foundation made out of shoddy cement, and that cement is going to fall apart and crumble. So he's got to go lay a foundation elsewhere. He's got to go lay a better foundation in a different relationship and do a better job next time. And you need to accept that the foundation of your current relationship is built on tofu dredge. It is absolute trash. It is not going to hold up, and it is going to fall apart. And that is okay. You can start another building. You can start another relationship. You can move on. I wish you all luck. Peace and love from the Yin Yang Palms. They do keep me going. Good luck.